Now, is Post Malone disrespecting hip-hop? Now, the other day, Post Malone got a lot of backlash for some comments he made about hip-hop. Without wasting any time, let's look at what he said and then discuss it. If you're looking for lyrics, if you're looking to cry, if you're looking to think about life, don't listen to hip-hop, Post Malone said. There's great hip-hop songs where they talk about life and they spit that real shit, but right now, there's not a lot of people talking about real shit. Whenever I want to cry, whenever I want to sit down and have a nice cry, I'll listen to some Bob Dylan. Whenever I'm trying to have a good time and stay in a positive mood, I listen to hip-hop because it's fun. I think hip-hop is important because it brings people together in a beautiful, happy way. Now, there was a lot of anger all over social media regarding these comments. One user who got over 22,000 retweets said, "Spoken like a true vulture who only saw rap as a means of making money off a culture they do not understand on a fundamental level." And another user who got over 5,000 retweets said, "This is my problem with letting non-black engage in and profit off of black art. This man has literally said the reason he does hip-hop is because it's easy and y'all seem to continuously give him a pass for that. I'm tired of everyone." And of course, Post Malone responded back to all the backlash with this. "It's crazy that after all this time I'm still being questioned? Suck my dick. I don't have to explain shit. I do this shit because I love to do this shit." Now let's look at what Post Malone actually said. Post Malone is basically saying if you're looking for meaningful music about real life, do not listen to hip hop. And then he specifically said there's not a lot of people talking about real shit. See, the thing about these comments is that they could have been further elaborated by Post Malone, especially since this really is about an entire genre and the biggest one in the entire country, United States actually, so you can't expect anything less than what you're really getting right now. And Post Malone is currently winning, so he is in the spotlight and every little thing that he says will be scrutinized. But I feel like a lot of people kind of just brushed off the other comments that Post said, which were, "I think hip hop is important because it brings people together in a beautiful, happy way." And the fact that Post Malone even said this is telling me one thing: the intention behind what he said is not evil. Post Malone made a mistake by talking about such a sensitive topic and not elaborating on it. And the truth is, the comments about not listening to hip-hop is really what everyone is mad about, because that's the exact headline every blog and website out there is running with, which I don't blame them for because you gotta get those clicks, right? But if you really think about it though, Post Malone is not completely wrong. I mean, look at what he said. There's not a lot of people talking about real shit. Now, this is true only if you look at the mainstream and what's quote-unquote popping right now. In 2017, people are clearly gravitating more towards that fun and turn-up sound in hip-hop rather than what someone would call real hip-hop. Although there is conscious rappers in the mainstream winning right now like Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, and of course Logic, who's only now getting that mainstream success. And then there's other rappers who are definitely underrated and definitely deserve more credit, like the one and only Joey Badass, and of course Denzel Curry, and then of course Joyner Lucas, and then of course Locksmith, who's extremely dope. So looking at it from all these perspectives, you'll see that hip-hop right now is packed with that fun sound that a lot of people are loving. But then there's also conscious rappers in the mainstream who are killing it with a positive message, and these guys are storytellers who are in fact bringing that real shit. And then there's other rappers who are not getting the credit they deserve from people, so you could easily argue from all of these perspectives. And Post Malone saying what he said is not completely wrong, but at the same time though, he is wrong, because of course you can go to hip-hop if you want to feel emotions and you want that real shit. And the question I would ask him is, what are you really listening to if you can't find rappers who are rapping about real shit? It's kind of like walking into McDonald's, looking at the menu in front of you and purposely looking for healthy food. In a situation like that, you're definitely in for a reality check because you came to the wrong place looking for the wrong thing. But is Post Malone disrespecting hip-hop? Yes and yes. More than anything though, I think Post Malone is disrespecting all the underrated rappers out there who actually take time with their music and release something that's emotionally gonna move you. But was the intention behind what he said good? I really think so. From knowing Post Malone's character, we know the type of person he is, and the fact that what he said was interpreted the way it was interpreted is of course gonna lead to all this negative feedback. The truth is, there is not a lot of conscious rappers in the mainstream who are talking about real shit. That's something I can agree with, but at the same time, I can't put all the meaningless music in the same box as the music that actually has substance, and that's the biggest mistake Post Malone did in this situation. But I want to hear what you have to say about this whole situation. Do you think that Post Malone is disrespecting disrespecting hip-hop, or do you agree with him and do you think that he's not disrespecting hip-hop? Definitely let me know in the comment section below and let's have a discussion about this. And as always, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. This channel is all about bringing together people like you who enjoy music and start a discussion on different topics like this. And of course, like the video if you enjoyed it, follow me on Twitter at BlackySpeakz, and I'm out.